Yeah, I can never go past Mint. Hold on, I'll start that again.
You're on drugs, mate.
Yeah, it's not good. It's just, it's been too long. It's been too long since we were doing this. I've lost my train of thought right there. I'm trying to think of his name. Bryson.
Just here.
Right there. Yeah. Bryson, Bruni, Brosnan.
Todd Blackadder, Todd Bruni. Who the f is that little Australian guy?
Bryson, Bruni,
Brosnan.
How do I keep getting his name? Troy Brosnan. I don't really know what I was going with there, but we can just cut that at the end of that since I got that right. I forgot where I was going with it. By like 14 seconds.
Right, stat boy.
I'm a super fan.
And I was like, well, this is shit. It skids a little bit. Foot off just top corner.
Doesn't even turn.
Eat shit on that corner. Gapping a bridge or something.
Doing something ridiculous. Triple thing. It looked horrific.
Brock hit it. But there should be more shit like this on the tracks. Like, no one else can hit this.
The most horrific takeoff. It was a big jump, but just with like a real fucked up takeoff.
Like a straight takeoff for the triple. It had this really weird dog leg to slow you down. If you were hitting the triple, it was fine.
But it looked real kicky. Like it looked like they were compressing real hard off it.
Yeah, it was getting so high. I'm going to delete this bit of me just getting rinsed out of my shit.
Hold on. I'll start this phone call real quick. Hello? Cool. Alright, I'll see you soon. I'm just doing Freeride TV. We're live on here talking on the phone. I'm with Jay doing the Freeride New Zealand TV thing. Alright, see ya.
Alright, hello internet and welcome to another episode of Freeride New Zealand TV. And we're back in Christchurch with your boy Kieran Bennett.
Here we are. Third episode I've done this time.
Yeah, man. What's going on here?
Yeah, just a bit of winter maintenance work on an old injury. Got I had a torn ligament in my thumb, so they took one out of my wrist and replaced it.
That sounds really brutal actually. But you're close to being fixed, right?
Yeah, another week and a half and hopefully we'll be back on a bike.
Back to being the fastest man in New Zealand on a bike.
Some may say.
Last time we talked about how you were the fastest man in New Zealand. He's like, he probably is, you know.
Kieran Bennett's the fastest man in New Zealand at the moment.
He probably is.
He is.
He probably is. Yeah.
So Kieran would definitely be the fastest man down the classic at the moment in Nelson.
Kieran Bennett for first place at Lenzerheide.
Yep.
Wildcard.
Bring him over. Bring him over.
If you didn't watch the last episode of Freeride New Zealand TV when I was in France with Ed Masters and Rupert Chapman, do that now. So you'll find that by going back and seeing what the previous video was. It's well worth a watch. It's pretty funny. Lenzerheide, did you watch the race?
Yeah, I did. I definitely didn't get up and watch it live though.
No,
I can't do that.
I didn't watch the race because I was there for this one, and all I can say is Danny Hart won. So well done, Danny Hart, and that's about it really.
No, like it was a good run to edge out Gwyn. I mean, by any means is a good result.
I think the reason it was special is because that's the first time he's won a World Cup.
Yeah,
So
World Champs was last time.
But this is his first World Cup,
Yeah.
so... And I got a picture of him crying, like real emotion, and I put it up online and I didn't get that many likes for it, which I thought was really sad.
Maybe you put it up at the wrong time, in the dead spot of Instagram.
Probably. In the middle of the night somewhere. Okay, yeah, and Tani did really well, and it was really hot, and now we're back in New Zealand and it's pretty cold. So let's move straight on to Canada.
Yeah.
Everyone loves this track. It's probably the longest track on the calendar.
Yeah, it's like generally around like a good 5-minute track, and it's just awesome.
It's a track that would suit people who are strong and good at pedaling, and not people who are good at really short technical tracks.
Yeah, it's funny. It was always kind of considered like a man's track, you know, like the bigger guys like back in the day of like Rennie and Petey and Kavarik and guys like that. And then now you've got guys like Bryson, Bruni and Brosnan taking out the top three. That almost kind of showed last year it was like the new guard coming through as well.
True. I thought it would be more like a track that would suit the likes of Minar or even someone like Sam Dale, who's like a big, strong, powerful rider.
Yeah, like I mean, Minar's always been good there. You can't really not pick him for a podium anywhere.
Nah, I picked him.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Just pick him all year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting one. Like there's doesn't really seem to be for a big long track. There doesn't really seem to be a perfect rider for it.
Well, my guess is Josh's win was due to the fact that he just doesn't pedal, so he's not using energy when he doesn't need to be using energy.
Which is probably a good thing on that track because you've got a lot of fast stuff at the top,
Yeah.
and a lot of technical stuff up there, and really the only pedaling is generally towards the bottom on it. So
Have you ridden it?
yeah, I've raced it a few times.
What was your result? Best result?
Maybe 32nd, 33rd, something
good.
like that.
It's quality.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So-
shall we get back on the topic?
Yeah, back onto the topic of Mont Sainte Anne. Rachel's going to win. It's going to be her 12th win in a row.
Yeah, I probably would be pretty happy to put money on that.
Yep. Manon came second last year. Tali was good at Lenzerheide, but you know, what can we say? Rachel's going to win.
She's just on another level at the moment.
In the words of Ed Masters, she's real fast.
But she's going real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there hasn't been that sort of domination since like Anne Caro was still racing.
So, Kieran, what are your picks? If you had to pick, if I gave you $100 and you had to pick your top three, who would it be?
I'm gonna say Gwyn, Manar, Brosnan for the top three in that order.
Troy's
They've
got a lot
got
of
something.
dogs.
I think he's got two, and I think his girlfriend's got
A
one.
lot of dogs.
Yeah, I've got two.
Yeah, but he's got like actual.
Yeah, I guess
Nice
mine don't
dogs.
even like equal one of his. So.
If I had to pick it, I'd be pretty similar. I'd say, I can't even pick it in order, but Manar and Aaron Gwyn and hopefully Loic. Because he's going to come back and he's like, prove something.
Yeah, I mean, it is actually really hard to rule out Loic too.
Yeah.
It's only just the fact that he's coming back from injury that I'd probably put him just that slightly bit back because the other guys have had another couple of races in between while he's been out, but he's not stupid. He's coming back because he knows he's fit and he knows he's
You're pretty good
ready
with
for it.
picks. Like not last time, the time before though, you picked two of the three. I don't know, like Aaron Gwyn hasn't dominated this season.
But he has been really good still.
Yep, and he's on a new bike, so maybe he'll do what he does every year and has like a little bit of an off season. And if this is his off season, then 2017 it would just be like,
That was what I was about to say. If this is a bad season for him, then I'd hate to see what happens next year.
yeah. Wild card.
Mark Wallace was 6th last year, Canadian. It's he's probably a good wild card. He's had a couple of solid results this year. Maybe Ed Masters will pull out another excellent qualifying run, but who knows what will happen in the final.
Adam Brayton.
Gets to flat, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good wild card because he is wild.
Wild card.
Yeah.
Oh, Laurie Greenland.
Laurie actually, I looked at that
First-
before. He won.
First in juniors last year.
Yeah, he won juniors last year, and he would have been 16th in elite. So that's a real good result for a junior.
Laurie's fast too.
Mm.
He's gonna be fast anyway.
Yeah.
No Wyndham this year, so
No.
no hero run from George Brannigan.
Yeah. The worst run in World Cup history.
Why does everyone keep saying that? Poor George. Minutes.
I coined that somewhere. I think it was maybe at Cardrona, and we were sitting around because like the practice had stopped because it was foggy or something, and we started talking about it, and I was like, I think that could be the worst run in World Cup history. And they were like, yeah, I think it actually was.
This is like nearly every episode of this Freeride New Zealand TV series, we've talked about George Brannigan's Wyndham run. I'm not playing it again.
No.
Yeah, I think that's really basically it, isn't it?
What do we got next?
Andorra.
Andorra. That'll be a good race.
Yeah, so we'll be back for Andorra in a couple of weeks' time, followed by World Champs. We'll do a World Champs one.
Yep.
And then we'll do a speculation session on who we think's going to leave.
Is Andorra the last round?
Nah,
What's after that?
Val de Sol, World Champs.
Oh yeah, but that's the last round of the World Cup.
Yep.
Andorra.
Andorra's the last round of the World Cup, which is probably going to go to
Aaron
Aaron
Gwyn.
Gwyn.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good lead.
Yeah, and as usual, we got to plug the social media.
Yep.
You are
At Kieran Bennett 36, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You'll find me there.
and I am at Freeride New Zealand on everything. We should probably say goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye.
See ya.